Hi everyone, welcome back to another cards and crafts video. This time I'm going to show you two sugar scrub containers that I altered. This was such a fun and easy project. It didn't take a lot of time at all. I think the only thing that took time was painting the jar. I am not as patient as I should be, especially when I'm excited about something that I'm working on and I want to see the final product. So every time I painted the jars, I felt like, hurry up and dry, hurry up and dry. But yeah, but aside from that, super fast, super easy, lots of fun. So a couple of weeks back, I posted a video showing my product empties. And you might remember, if you saw that video, that I had quite a few sugar scrubs that I had used up. Well, when I was putting all of those empty containers into the recycle bin, I decided to hold aside two of the sugar scrub jars. I wanted to try my hand at altering them. I wanted to see how they would turn out. I am a huge fan of Pinterest, and so I'm always on there looking at pictures, getting ideas, so many things. And I've gotten a lot of inspiration from Pinterest as well as here on YouTube. But what I typically see are mason jars and tin cans and other types of things that are altered. And I was looking for plastic containers, but I didn't really come up with a lot or anything like this. And the reason why I was searching for it is because I wasn't sure how these would hold up. I mean, they are plastic, but I figured if the sugar scrubs held up well in them and held up well over, you know, a period of time, then I should be able to alter them. So I went ahead and gave it a try, and I think they turned out pretty good, considering this was my first time. So let me show them to you. Okay, so in the product empties video, I talked about a sugar scrub from Bliss, and it was in the fragrance pepper and citrus or pepper and grapefruit, I think. Well, this is the jar. I'm going to link that product empties video below in case there's anyone who's watching this one that's interested in it, or if you want to see the before picture, because I was so excited I forgot to take a before picture. So this is the Bliss sugar scrub jar, and what I did was I cleaned the jar out thoroughly, dried it thoroughly, and then I painted it. And I wanted it to be an off-white kind of cream color, so I took some paint that I had in my stash. I believe it's from Folk Art. I definitely got it from Michael's, and the color is tapioca. It was perfect. So I painted the bottom, and I was really impatient when I was painting the bottom, so I didn't do as many coats, and you can see the paint lines, but you know, hey, whatever. I did not seal this with anything, but I do have a question for you crafty people out there. What would you use to seal this paint with, and keeping it a matte finish? I'm just curious. Had I added more coats, I think I would want to seal this, but I'm not going to seal it. I'm just going to let whatever happens, happens. And I may not even keep this. My plan is to actually gift this to someone. So what I did was, after I painted it and I let the paint dry, I took some paper from, this is from a K&Company paper stack, I do believe. And what I like about it is that it's brown, but not only that, it has these faded polka dots. And they're faded and they look vintage, so I really like that. Then I took this border that was being sold at Michael's. And this border, well, the packaging was kind of marketing this for altering mason jars. So I went ahead and I purchased this. I figured it would be nice for a project whenever I got around to doing it, and bingo. I did a project. So that's what I used this border for. And it's really nice. It feels like vinyl. Kind of rubbery. Back here is the seam where all of the paper met up. So I took this crochet ribbon and I just adhered it over here. And then I took these flowers and adhered it like so, just to take a little bit away from looking at the seam. On the front, I put this burlap flower, and what I love about this flower is that it has texture. It has natural tones. It's got a little bling, which I love. It's just really pretty. It's kind of elegant, but yet it has kind of a rustic look to it, yet shabby. As for the lid, what I did was I took some of that crochet ribbon and I just hot glued it on. I wanted to have something along the edge of the lid, and the lid is wide enough that I could pull it off. So this was perfect. Here's what it looks like at the top. So I took more of that paper and I took one of my Spellbinder circle dies and ran it through my Big Shot and made a circle and adhered it here along with a doily, and then on top of the doily this shabby flower that I received as a gift for placing an online order with a craft supplier. And then here is some bling right in the middle there. So yeah, I thought this one was cute, came out really nice. Love the colors, really easy on the eye. This jar, nice and deep, can be used for anything, just about. Really nice. Okay, now here's the next one. So you might recognize this if you have ever purchased sugar scrubs from the Bathing Garden. Yes, this is the Bathing Garden sugar scrub jar that held the Smitten Diaries sugar scrub, which was a coconut scent, a very creamy coconut scent. And the jar still smells like creamy coconut, so it's not a bad thing. Okay, so I painted. Now this time I was very patient, and I painted maybe 3 coats, and I let each coat dry. In between each coat, I let it dry. And in fact, I had this drying for 24 hours. After it had completely dried, I took some of my matte Mod Podge and went over it lightly. But I got a high gloss finish. I don't know how that is. I really think that Mod Podge is the regular Mod Podge that someone poured into a bottle that's labeled matte finish. Seriously. Because I've used it before and I keep getting a high gloss finish. Okay, so anyway, this paper I do believe is from a DCWV paper pack that I have, but I will reference it below. I could be incorrect about where this paper came from, but I will reference it below correctly. I just glued the paper on, made sure I had it cut to size and glued it on. Then I took a crochet ribbon, and I thought it would be nice to have this ribbon at the edge of the jar rather than to have it on the lid. And I just wrapped that ribbon all around. And then what I did, this is the seam over here, so I decided to take 2 flat back pearls, larger ones, and just adhere them here. I don't know what that is on my hand. And then here are 2 more flat back pearls. So I put them on both sides of the jar. And then I took one of these flowers from the mini rosette strip that I had. I just cut it, put it here, and then put a flat back pearl. Okay, now onto the lid. So I love these mini rosettes. I purchased a bag of multicolored mini rosettes from one of the Facebook craft groups where you sell, people go on there and they sell crafts, sell supplies. I love it because I get things at a really good price, and I have been wanting a bunch of mini rosettes, but couldn't really find the colors that I was looking for, and then boom, someone was selling them on Facebook, so I went ahead and purchased a bag, and it came in handy for this project. So I just hot glued them on. It's a strip, and so I just went around, hot glued the strip on. And then here's what it looks like at the top of the jar. So I took more of that paper, ran it through my Big Shot, and made a circle. And adhered it. Took another doily and adhered that. I like this flower. I got it from Michael's, and I thought it would be good for this particular project because it has like a very natural look to it, and it's a soft pink. And then this is a pin, and Michael's has these in their $1.50 bin, $2 or $1.50 bin, I think it is. And I just hot glued that on. It extends all the way under here. And then these really mini rosettes here, I just hot glued them on. So that is what the jar looks like. And I like the way this one turned out. These are not colors that I would normally work with, but now I'm inspired to work with these types of colors more and more. Really nice. So those are my altered jars. Let me know what you think, guys, and give me any tips or suggestions on painting and sealing these types of plastic jars. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more projects very soon. Okay, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.